What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host, Phil Robinson. With me, as always, my brother from another mother, Mr. Phil Jones. Phil, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
How you guys doing tonight? Got a few things to dive into, so good. Some question marks. But overall, I think we're on a good path tonight. So, as always, hey, if y'all tuning in, make sure you guys subscribe. Go on the subscribe button so you can get all the news that you need. Phil, ready to start this?
And we are back. Before we get into the evening's events and festivities, we need to stop and take a moment out for Foster Moreau, who was recently diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma by the New Orleans Saints training staff when they were doing his physical to bring him on to sign his contract. And so he's going to be stepping away from football, and our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to him as he suddenly now has about a much larger battle to prepare for, which is the battle for his life and beating cancer. So I think I speak for Jones and the rest of us here at the Unfiltered Truth when I say fuck cancer.
That again.
What's up, everybody, in the comments section? We're going to keep it pushing and jam through this. We got free agents that have signed recently since the last time we were live. Today we signed Austin Hooper. Now, Jones and I have known about that for a few days now, but sometimes you got to allow things to play out and do what it does. But with Austin Hooper, we get a two-time Pro Bowler, and we get a guy who kind of reminds me a lot of Zach Miller. He's a great route runner, decent blocker, good pass catcher, and will allow us to have a really good number 2 tight end to pair along with O.J. Howard, whom we also signed this week since the last time we were live. You got anything to add on those two, Jones?
No, yeah, that's pretty much what I had. I mean, he's a solid tight end. Last year, he was targeted about 60 times. 40 catches for 444 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Titans. I mean, he was a reliable target. Over the last couple, he's always been a reliable target for quarterbacks. So, him coming into Las Vegas and then being with Jimmy G, I think that's going to be good for the offense. And, you going and getting a rookie quarterback. Let's say you got a quarterback battle. You got a veteran tight end that is still good. He's still young and still reliable. He's only 28. I mean, look, you went younger. You had a 31-year-old Darren Waller who's now gone, traded to the Giants. Now you have Austin Hopper. He's only 28. So they went younger and got cheaper and still
saved money.
Still a good, solid tight end.
And saved money. How much did they give O.J. Howard? Was it 3.5, 4, something like that? 3 million?
Something like that, yeah. He wasn't even enough.
Because I recall correctly, I know that Waller was supposed to make 11 million this year, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So they came. I want to say that the Raiders got rid of Waller, turned him into a third-round draft pick, and got 2 tight ends for the money he was supposed to make before he got the contract extension and got paid.
Yeah.
Would have been about 6 million, maybe a little bit more than 6 million. That is,
and then what? 2.75 million for Austin Hopper. Yeah, that's cheap.
Yeah,
so
that is what you call general managing. And while everybody can get hung up on Waller and what it's a mistake, you got two great alternatives. You got guys who can do what he did, and hopefully guys that can be available all 17 games and more. Because the baseline is 17. We got to get our guys in here and keep them on the field. Your most highest paid guys can't be the guys who never see the field. You're just not going to win that way.
Nah. Yeah. The truth, and well, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, it's not going to work. We watched that happen this year. Or excuse me, in 2022. We had watched it happen last year. Said with guys not being able to play, guys not being able to go, defense looked decent for first couple weeks, and then all of a sudden just completely fell off as the injuries mounted.
Could barely stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't keep going that route. You got a lot of folks that run around and say, well, this defense was trash and shit. I mean, what do you expect when about half the roster is about literally out, injured? And then people get upset. Oh, we could have brought Perriman. I told a handful of folks, I didn't see Denzel Perriman not coming back.
But best ability is availability. Last season, our entire starting linebacking core finished the year on IR. Nearly every linebacker that was on the team prior to June 1st was injured at some point during the season. And this time. But you got at some point you got to do something different. I love Denzel Perriman, great guy. But if he was out there to get money and get paid and continue on with the injury history that he has, best of luck to him elsewhere. Got no qualms about somebody going someplace to get paid. It is what it is. And about two guys that ain't about rapping. Listen, I love rap. I enjoy listening to it. But if you can't do it, then don't. That's a public service announcement, bro. If you get the mic and got to buy your own album to go platinum, bro, it's not for you.
I ain't gonna lie, KB. That was the first time when I bought this shit.
Well, brother, I don't send those out. I probably should, because a lot of people want that alert saying we're live, but it is what it is. Kind of put this one together to go real quick, and we got what we got. Now, I'll let you answer this one, Jones.
I
told your ass.
I'll drown your ass where you sit.
Told your ass he was gonna get out of this.
First off, shouldn't have. Second of all, apparently he's on Seattle's eyes.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it to 7.
I mean, if you really look at Seattle right now, freed up and cut a handful of defensive tackles. They are looking at getting him. Everybody's saying, oh, don't know who the fuck said that shit today. Seattle getting a quarterback. Atlanta getting a quarterback. Jeebus getting a quarterback. Who is Jeebus? Did you mean Jesus?
He might be, you know.
The fact of the matter is, you have Jalen Carter. He's been somebody that Seattle has eyed. I know Atlanta even had him. But I wouldn't even look to be grabbing him. You can get somebody in the second. Yes, KB, Puna, fucking Ford. I got me cracking up in this chat. JA is absolutely right. Why are you going to go for a guy that could not stay healthy? Only had him for 11 games. Think of that. Availability. Once again, still playing a factor. So, again, you had a linebacker that's expected to get a big payout, and it's only available for 11 games? That ain't good.
Yeah, you getting 12 games a year out of him?
Yeah. I think last year was the year before last, and I figured I was like, keep your eye open. He was able to play through I think 16 or 17 games the year before. Mm-hmm. And then this year it was like, that's the Denzel Perriman of San Diego. Sent him into the shadow realm. Jesus. Look, I'll say this. We need a D. Raiders need to go on and sign a D tackle. I mean, they can go on and get Shelby Harris or they can get Chris Wormley. I know you're wondering, like, who the fuck is Chris Wormley? Would you like me to tell you who the fuck Wormley is?
Who is Chris Wormley?
I prefer to have a big ass D tackle.
Is this Chris Wormley?
No, Big Perm. Okay.
Big Worm. It's not Big Perm.
I'd go with Chris Wormley.
You don't
but it's crazy because Wormley can play. He's 6'5". I'm just saying. I mean, he can play DN, but really, you can have him as a D tackle.
Well, we'll get to DN in a moment, but actually, Black Al Davis, I wouldn't if the quarterback that the brain trust does want is not there. I fully expect him to go DB in the first round too.
Man, after the way he was licking his lips at him today, I don't know, man.
Well, look, what is it, Josh?
Hey, bro, he was
but his leg.
No, bro, he looked at him. He was staring him down like he was like Joe from You, staring CJ Stroud like, I like you, and I want you. You are the one that I want as my quarterback, my future. You will lead me to many wins, many championships. You are the one that I want in my eyes. He was looking at motherfucking CJ Stroud like he was looking at him with some things. Like I got scared. I was like, ooh. Oh no. God.
Let's finish this list, the guys. Hold on, if we done got sidetracked. So we got those guys. We've been looking at defensive tackle. That still remains a position that needs to be addressed. Somebody brought up defensive end. I forgot whom, but we definitely signed one. Not only did we sign one, We sign one that is technically sound, executes his responsibility, and is a real blue collar, bring your lunch pail to work kind of guy in Jordan Willis. Said he's got the size. He's 6'5". I think he's what, 270, 275, 280.
I mean, you can sign another one who's 6'5", 300, and you can put him inside.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I think the problem is people are looking at stats right off the get-go and not looking at how that guy was used on the field. Use him as a D tackle or nose tackle. Usually in that position, you ain't going to get all your sacks all the time. Unless they got to worry about somebody else on the outside or worry about another D tackle. What about Neil Farrell? Neil Farrell said, I told y'all the other week.
He got something
Homeboy's like, yeah.
He said he got something to prove and he going to do it. Y'all going to see.
Yeah, a lot of people forgot about him and went on and hit the panic button and started bitching and crying.
He said, y'all going to see him this year. You going to remember. He going to make you remember, Dre. All right? You especially. He going to make you remember. I happen to like Kalijah Cansey as well. Is he going to be there at 38? Maybe, but from what they could possibly need, you had said another guy. They went out and got Jordan Willis. My guy at that position, at that pick, was still Thule from USC.
Other thing, I don't see what the problem is with Jordan Willis. I'm like, shit. Another thing that he plays too, bro, that we have yet to even say, he plays linebacker as well. It's not just DN or edge. He plays linebacker. Come to think about it, that was the entirety for the 49ers. So you could just say, ha, fuck you. I did get you a linebacker.
What if you since you have a pure defensive end, what if you just stand Chandler Jones up, since getting to the quarterback is no longer his specialty? He can be in run support or come off the edge as a free blitzer and not have to worry about having to go through an offensive tackle. You're only asking him to cut as that edge on ball linebacker. You're only asking him to drop out there into the flats, tops, or to cut or to keep contained.
I'd say this. I'd rather have Jones be your linebacker on the outside and let Willis have his hand in the ground. I look at it.
If we haven't got to the draft yet, we're building up there. You're a couple of weeks ahead of us. I promise. We'll get there.
I promise you. Do we
went to high school with Faison Love's sister, identical twins? Great.
Hey, if he pull it damn drive-by, don't say nothing.
Hey, right? I'm not even gonna say. I'm just gonna let it ride. Andre Carter ran a 4. That ain't fast enough. Sorry, not in today's NFL. You don't have to do a 10-yard split of at least 165.
I don't look. Let me just say this. I mean, with respect, he did come from out of the Army, but
yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not worried about 40 times. Andre Carter, that motherfucker strong as shit. He'll slap the shit out of you. I tell you what.
He won't slap you like Thule.
He got them big military hands. He slap you hard.
Thule is pure oos. Pure oos.
I don't see a pure Oos jumping out the damn military plane and shit.
Well, I tell you what.
All right, then.
Why don't you line up to go power slap against pure Oos Thule right there and see how long you last?
I don't know, man. I gotta go with Andre Carter the second, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong.
No, man. Your UFC boys, they be my leg, my head, elbow, my hip, my neck, my ass. All I be always have an injury list. Like, what he got this week? UFC players got more injuries than David Alsbury's fucking career. Man, you know you can't say a motherfucking thing about it.
Man, it's the Grinch. They wasn't like that when Pete had him.
Well, yeah, they were.
No, they wasn't.
David Alsbury.
It wasn't on defense.
It doesn't matter. The motherfucker was still dropping like flies. My hip, my knee. Say this shit. Well, you know what, Biff? You know why Andre Carter seems like a Belichick guy? Didn't his father play for Belichick for a couple of seasons? Man, he did wonders for them. Belichick got his ass out of Washington. I think he was he got him out of Washington. And he took care of business. He came to us, did something. He did a little nice for us. He said, Superman punching Lucy.
Talking about got to by the power of Oos. Wow. But we're going to keep it pushing and stay focused. We got a couple more names to get through. We signed David Long today to a 1-year deal. David Long is a corner from the Los Angeles Rams. He's a multifaceted corner that can both play press man coverage and also sits nicely in the zone. His claim to fame from last year was picking off Kyler Murray on a pick six that was one of the more interesting plays of the year from Kyler Murray, underhanding the pass out of the end zone, YOLO style, somewhere over in the area of hook curl. I don't know. He threw it, not me. But Long ended up cutting off, leaving his receiver, picking off the pass, taking about 2 steps and hitting pay dirt. Said KB says played at Michigan, led the nation in pass breakups.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at is guys who can continue to get to the football and get in between receivers and the football. That's what is considered explosive on defense for this football team, touching the quarterback and touching the football. And as you've seen what they've been doing, they've tried to get guys who are bigger, tried to get guys who make it a habit to get to the football, and guys who can play both press man and bail out and play zone. They also picked up another Jaquan Johnson from where was he from?
Oh, from the Bills.
Bills. There we go. Primarily the personal protector to the punter. Looked like primarily a teams guy, but they said that in some limited action he got out there as a safety and started putting in some work.
No, you said the key fucking thing, bro. Primary protector for the punter. Right. Who was fucking up on that? Why does your hair look green?
Probably because it's fading in with the green screen.
God, I was like, what the fuck?
So you tripping, dude. Your hair's turning colors. Yeah, you can even see it in between the hair.
Relics ass, dubstep looking motherfucker. Anywho, nah. Brandon Bolden wasn't cutting it, bro.
So Brandon Bolden
he was not cutting it on special teams. Because I recall we had where shit. Did they just come through and block that damn punt?
Sure did.
He got the glow. Bruce Leroy.
Oh, glow. Nothing but the glow.
He turned into She-Hulk.
One of the guys on Power Slap is best friends with my brother. He's a good kid, but did he get the shit slapped out of him? That's the important question. Was he able to take it, or did we see him clutch it? Did we see him slumped on the corner of the stage? Good kid or not? These are the questions that I need answers to, Jerome. You can't be just leading. You can't be leading with this without the results.
Jerome.
Pull that one up one of these days.
How bad was that slap?
Is that what we're waiting? I was wondering what it was we were waiting on.
Yeah.
Check that. I was wondering what it was because he hasn't been a designee, so that's kind of what was throwing me off. Long Jr. was a victim of Rams running zone and not man. Oh, then man, it sounds like he could potentially be destined for horrible things here because the Raiders we had heard all year long about how they were going to run man, and then that's not what they did. And
I mean, how could you run? Hold on. Stop. How the fuck could you run man and these motherfuckers were dropping like flies? Listen, when the last time did we see Anthony Averett?
Did they run
Answer my question.
Did they run it? Did they
How
run
could
man?
you run it?
Did
How
they
could you run man?
Did they run it?
Man?
Did
How
they
could you run it?
Did
they ran it?
Run it
a few times?
A few times, and that. Then my question. Let's
go on.
Didn't run it.
Let's go on and pull that up.
They didn't run it because they did not have the personnel to run it. They didn't press, and not only that, you didn't have enough pass rush to run man. That's why they didn't run it. By about mid-season on, you only had one guy who was capable of playing man coverage, and lo and behold, that was Tic Tac, Lil Meek. Out there making it. Getting mad. I'm getting mad, so he go out there and beast up on somebody like he did old boy from Denver. Just put that man on his ass and walk straight through him and let him know.
Here we go. Well, shit. We were right in the middle. Right in the middle of the pack. Hey, what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, well, they started with it, but when Rocky Sin is on the bench,
Raiders were ranked 19th in running man coverage.
Hobbs got a broken wrist. Anthony Averett is nowhere to be seen.
That nigga went AWOL, bro. I mean, so look, you ranked what 19th running man coverage? Okay. So you still ran it, yes or no?
Bottom, what is that? Bottom?
No,
a little bit better.
Lower. Nah, you are right there.
Slower half.
Where you wanted your defense to at least be 19th.
Slower half.
Yeah, like you said, we didn't have personnel. How the fuck you gonna run it?
You won't.
Truly, man.
No, it's not Truly's. We're drinking that flavored water. That flavored sparkling water.
But again, how are you going to run it?
I got nothing for this, Dave. I got nothing for this. Well, I watched some things and I said, oh, that was kind of like the epiphany game for me, where I was like, oh, that's why he doesn't run that. Ooh, yeah, we should not run that again, like ever. Not with this group. That was
Mm.
when I watched the running back come out of the backfield. No, that was the Saints. When I watched the running back come out of the backfield and scrape straight across Denzel Perryman's face and go for the touchdown, I was like, and that's why there's no man coverage here.
You ain't got the guys for it. Shit.
No.
So are you? So is that his fault?
No, that's not his fault that he doesn't have that. Everybody who could run it got hurt. Nazario, I just want to say this draft has everything the Raiders need, whether it be on defense for starters or filling in gaps on the roster. The draft will make our season for talent. I wish that I had a horn, the whole trumpets blaring, because you, sir, get it. You understand the assignment and what is going on. So gold star for you, Nazo. What's your opinion on Mike Epps, Jones?
I see him right down in the box and just coming in and knock the shit out of a runner. I see him handling the flats. He's gonna be your box safety.
Ain't nothing wrong. You need one of those. You need to make sure he's good too. And so I believe we got Talong, we've got Hooper, Howard, Johnson, Willis, and that brings us to Cam Sims, the Mac Hollins replacement on special teams. Big guy, 6'5", 220, special teamer, and your corner of the end zone extraordinaire guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you have another idea for the usage of Mr. Sims, by all means, please, I'd love to hear it.
He gonna have to fight. That's all I gotta say. He gotta fight for his job.
Mm-hmm. That's all that is.
I mean, you can be familiar with it, but
yeah. Interesting. Said he could put on another 15 pounds and play tight end. That'd be 235. Maybe. It'd have to be close to like maybe 237, 238 in order for me to begin to. It'd be 240 would be ideal, but he could do it at 235. I'd rather he didn't, because I know that he wouldn't be able to block defensive ends at that size. Yeah, more of a detached line, not an inline guy. Yeah, close slot. Maybe clear some space, run some picks for Hunter coming back the other way. That's probably going to be his role, is going to be the pick guy. They always got one. Usually he'll either play on the outside or come across on crossing routes to clear some space, if you will. Keisha Cole playing football. I don't know about that one, but Keelan is going to fight for his job. He's still on. They like him a lot. He got open last year. The problem was not him getting open. The problem was him getting overthrown and not looked at when he was open.
A lot.
Like every time he was open, he should have had at least probably about 5 to 8 touchdowns last year, at least. just on the plays that were missed when he was open. Do you think we keep Hunter now that his money is guaranteed? I believe that is the plan. I
I
would
mean, let's
cool
be
Kev.
real here.
Was about to put that up, Kev, but you just over here on your hate flakes, bro. You got to stop that. We just gonna go down this road, huh? He said the Luminor looked like E Honda, fool. The Raiders re-signed Jermaine Illuminor, which was
Oh shit!
it appears that all of you guys who thought that this offensive line was oh so bad, oh so terrible, and needed an upgrade, I was right and you were wrong. They're running almost everybody back. They'll probably be looking to add a replacement bars. And short of that, I knew offensive line football better than you did. So suck it.
Hey, bro, that's funny as shit.
Said,
I think, hold up, no, because we want to talk about O-line. Why the fuck do people think that we need to add a rookie right guard? So you're basically dealing with the same situation of last year of, okay, we're going to be playing fucking musical chairs then. Why in the fuck are you looking to add another rookie to the line? Whereas if I have an O-line that's already set in, tackle, guard, center, right guard. Now, we get it. We knew what was going on with the right tackle situation. That might end up being another battle again. Now, yes, Dalton Risner, who I have on my board, for us to pick up in free agency, if you grab him, shit, we good. I still think this O-line is still good. Matter of fact, is he still in the contract? That's the question.
Nope. He had a valuation of $5.6 million. So the question is, can you get him in? Can you get him in at 5? Can you get him in at 4.5? What can you get him in at? I'm actually surprised that he's still a free agent, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I was like, that's right, he is still out there.
Well, your value, let's say by next week, your value start going down.
Well, he should already be at about, we're halfway through.
Hold on, you said his value's at 5, you said?
5.6.
Okay, it went down a lot because he was about near 10 mil. And see, that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Actually,
players not their market value starts to go down, and they might not even be mid-tier. They might still be a top-tier player, but you just waiting to you kind of playing chess. Like I said, you're trying to see what's the move, what can we do here, what can we do there. You gotta understand the finances. If you don't understand the finances, I need you to just sit down, be quiet, have a beer. Because it's just too many folks like, oh, they're not doing anything. Well, there's some things you might need to do. I don't know. Maybe not overspend. Huh.
Cut guys to make room for more guys?
Hold up.
But Dub C, that is the plan, is to have more guys competing at numerous positions. They are always competing at the line. What's up, Slim Jim?
Can
I? You know how I feel about that, Cool Kev. This is the NFL. If you ain't paying, you ain't playing. It's as simple as that. The problem is the $30 million in dead cap space of the motherfuckers who are not playing and still getting paid. That is terrible. And I firmly believe that's probably why we have not seen that, in the lack of depth is why we haven't seen the home run splashes in free agency that we all were believing we were going to see when it was announced that the Raiders had the third most cap space in all of the NFL.
Oh shit. I need to see if this is right. Hold on.
Are there any restructure candidates? There's plenty of restructuring candidates. I'd start with Colton Miller and Chandler Jones right off top.
Yeah,
I gotta believe there's at least 10 to 15 million that you'd be able to squeeze out of them two. At least.
Yo, if I'm right on this shit, I'm gonna laugh fucking hard. Please let me be right.
Now, damn it. Now, this your one freebie. Now, don't you come over here and start no shit with Devontae Adams. I will send your ass to the shadow realm too. That is the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. You don't touch his money. So if the only way you touch Devontae Adams' money is if he volunteers it, or you were going to him to tell him that rather than bringing in James Garoppolo, Jimmy fucking G, you were going to fucking let your goddamn nuts hang and walk over there to Baltimore, make Lamar Jackson an offer and bring his ass home. That's when you take Devontae Adams' money. You'd be like, listen, Devontae, check this out, my G. Lamar Jackson, bruh. We need to free up some cap space. What you got on it? I need at least 5 from you, dog. Can we get 5 from you?
Time to fuck out.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I need these websites to get these fucking rosters straightened out. They got Jermaine Illuminor weighing at 245.
Hey, you know, it was incredible.
Oh shit.
Isn't his money low this year? Honestly, I don't care if it was. Hey, his money is his. Said if you're not going out there to go get you a mega star at QB, that's his money.
Let me ask you this.
Just like Josh should keep all 10 million because he deserved all 10 million that he got. That's his money. Now the rest of these dudes, that's open for debate.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
Wasn't Jermaine Illuminor supposed to originally play right guard?
Well, you know, I believe that Jermaine Illuminor was supposed to be replaced. That we were supposed to get us a real right tackle that could keep our quarterback protected at all times. I'm just saying.
So bring back Brandon Parker.
They got him at less than 5 million. I think he was at like 3.5 or even lower than that when they
3.5 million.
Yeah, 3.5. And support. He's going to be a swing guy. At least that's what they said. If they march him out,
I mean, they say a lot of things. Bro.
I can only go off what they say. They ain't hitting the field, so that's all we got. So if I was wrong, it was because they said something that was wrong, not because I was wrong.
How much do you want your tackle to be weighing?
Which one?
Your right or your left?
Right. About 320, in between 325, 340.
Said 325, 340.
In between there.
Who the fuck is saying that he making $5 million? He only making $1.2 million. Y'all don't shut that damn dumb shit.
Hey, you know we're educating the people here. We're educating the people.
I'm start coming out like somebody's grandparent. Just start. Yes. Talking that nonsense. I'm tired, y'all. Every time. I gotta hear y'all talk some nonsense.
Williams, if Colton doesn't want to restructure, absolutely not. So what you do is you tell Dave Ziegler to go out there, give Will Compton a minimum contract, and go get Taylor Lewan to play left tackle for a minimum contract like he said he would.
Who the fuck is Taylor Lewan?
Lewan, busting with the boys.
Get the fuck out.
The boys, dude.
Oh, shit.
But Jonah Williams, let me tell you a story about Jonah Williams, KB. You want to know what my memory of Jonah Williams is? It's him getting long-armed by Cleve Farrell in the championship game against Alabama and put on his ass. That was the game that said that I looked at that shit and said, Cleveland Farrell at number 4. Let's do it. Lock him in. Let's go. He putting Bama tackles on their ass with one hand.
Here's my thing. Look, we automatically abandoned Thayer Munford. I mean, seriously. Everybody's like, we're looking at the pro data. Oh, well, you know, the Raiders, they're there to see some Ohio State defenders and some old linemen. You really think Dave Ziegler's going to get the fuck out of his office, especially fucking Ziegler, McDaniels, and Champ getting the fuck out of their office just to go see some old linemen and some defenders that are probably even going in the first round, probably about third or fourth round?
Man, we in the trenches, bro. We in the trenches out here. You get better.
Please.
There's a team wrong in the trenches.
No. Sebastian said it right. He done said it best. He done said it best. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so fucking much. Somebody said it. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
These motherfuckers really getting on my last damn nerves.
So the reality of the situation is this, and we can wrap it up with this, get to a nice little bow. This is a big week for quarterbacks. This is a big week for teams. And really, it's a big 10 days. And I say that because of this. CJ Stroud had his pro day today at Ohio State. Bryce Young has his pro day at Alabama tomorrow. Will Levis, God rest our souls. I hope nobody shows up to it, but they undoubtedly will, has his pro day on Friday. And Anthony Richardson has his pro day next Friday. Now, everybody saw the statements made by Josh McCown and the love with Frank Wright and Carolina Panthers sending half of their entire organizational staff to go watch CJ Stroud throw. But they will have the last look at Anthony Richardson before they ultimately cement their deal on who it is that's going to be the number 1 pick. Now, they've said a bunch of things. I've actually heard that somewhere someone has told Anthony Richardson to buy a condo in Charlotte, assuming that he would be the number 1 pick. And also keep in mind, like what was it, Thomas Howard said, the Panthers moved all the way up to the number 1 pick in the draft right after the combine. And for as good as CJ Stroud threw, the best combine story was whom, Phil Jones?
Anthony
Richardson.
Y'all funny as shit, bro.
To come to Vegas.
No. I'm sorry, man. Somebody there to say we looking at Paris Johnson. That's how I know some of you guys didn't pay attention during the college season. Didn't go into y'all. You talk to me, please go into details about some of these prospects. Please. I beg to save you, save your family, to save your honor. Jesus. Nah, because like literally, motherfuckers really came up to me and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna we're gonna take we're damn sure, yeah, we're gonna take a tackle. We're gonna take a tackle. We're gonna take a tackle. We're really gonna take a tackle. Y'all think we're gonna take a tackle?
Left tackle, not just a tackle, left tackle.
That's how I feel about y'all. Dishonor. The fuck? We're gonna take a left tackle. Okay, yeah. Raiders are gonna draft a left tackle. Okay. All right. I swear, bro. It's just like it's hysterical. I need you to understand. Yes, he may have played. He may have came into Ohio State playing at right guard, but when he came in, he was playing left tackle. The boy is better at left tackle. He should always play left tackle. If someone is on a beat at left tackle in a position and they ain't fucking up, you don't move them from that spot.
Nope.
That's fucked up at with a handful of players.
Mm-hmm.
Don't move a motherfucker out of your position.
Especially if he's succeeding at left tackle. When you protect the quarterback's blind side, we don't play with smart teams. Do not play with that.
And look, you got to be smart. Now, I'm talking about you seeing everybody and their mama from the Panthers. They're going to be doing this shit all fucking week too. Okay?
They're going to all be in Alabama tomorrow. They'll all be in Kentucky on Friday. And Florida next Friday.
So everybody that thinks that they brought in about 11 folks. So that means something. That don't mean shit. Okay? You can bring 11 people plus your baby mama and her grandmother and shit, and it still don't mean shit.
Not only that, I'm a peel the curtain back just a little bit further and tell you that it's all hype. Remember, they have the first pick in the draft. If that's when Cincinnati picked Joe Burrow, everybody knew at least a week, 2 weeks in advance what the deal was. There was no guessing games. No, we're angling for a trade to try to get back some of the picks that we gave up to get down here in the first place because we got scared that somebody was going to draft Richardson at number 1. Just going to call it what it is and put it out there. Said, and now once they finally got down there, why? Because Chicago wasn't drafting a QB. Houston most likely isn't drafting a QB. Arizona's not drafting a QB. So really, they only needed to get down to 4. Or somewhere around, or 3. But instead, they went all out trying to outbid the Raiders. And it is what it is. They're running around showing all these guys, but not committing to CJ Stroud. Oh, yeah, somebody said, yeah, we'll see you when you play horse when you come down to that's cap. They've already come out and said that. You know what I'm saying? That they were trying to move out of the number 1 pick, and they still are. Is the DT realistic for the first pick for us with them drafting 2 rookie tackles on defense? No. Realistically, I would sincerely hope that if they don't draft a quarterback at 7. They draft either Christian Gonzalez, Devin Witherspoon, or a premier off-ball linebacker. That would be what I hope for. I don't want to see anybody trade back. I'm sick of seeing them try to trade back. I want to see them trade up to go get a guy. If anything, I want to see some absolute studs come out of this draft. I don't want to be scratching my head talking about who. I want to be like, that fool, that motherfucker right there is a beast. Said your Nolan Smiths, your Trenton Simpsons. There's a couple guys that you can get later on in the draft. The edge rusher from Alabama is going to be gone, Dre. Say Houston will draft him, and if they don't, Arizona will.
Oh shit!
What you got?
Oh shit! Yo, here it come.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Ooh, fuck! We about to have another beef.
With who? What did I say this time?
Not you, bruh. It's with
oh.
who and who's doing it with.
Oh.
Ooh, I love stand-up violence. It's in my blood.
Anywho, oh, you want to answer that question for Mr. Central Coast Raps?
I'm still taking my quarter. Most likely, you're going to have a quarterback there. I don't think it's going to be Will Levis. Everybody's saying, oh, well, look how everybody rolled in and did this and rolled in and did that. I'm going off of who's been scouting who for the fucking longest.
Mm-hmm.
And Will Levis was getting scouted by Carolina about every fucking game.
Nick Foles clone. I'm just saying. Just saying. But that is all I got. You got anything else for these fine people?
Got nothing. I said my piece.
Thank you all for tuning in, for joining us. Like I said, we're just keeping you guys abreast of what's going on. I believe I forgot to mention Ronis Grasu. We re-signed the backup center and also Jakob Johnson, so the fullback as well. So throughout this particular,
you talked about that last week. Actually, I think
I thought we did too, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So, but all through it all, for everybody who said that the Raiders have had a terrible offseason, I'll leave you guys with this. When you are continuously looking to bring in other teams' players, that means that you're not drafting well, you're not developing your own talent, you're not teaching guys your system properly. It's your talent is not getting it. The fact that the majority of the Raiders' moves this offseason have been to secure their own guys, re-sign their own, is a monumental step in the right direction that is being constantly and consistently overlooked by the fan base. If you are re-signing your own guys, you're keeping your talent, you're continuing to build, you're showing everybody on the roster that if you do what is asked of you, what we need you to do, then you will be rewarded, we'll keep you around, and you will be part of the solution instead of the problem. So when you're looking for all of these come in and spend all this money and throw it away and give guys major contracts, we've been down this road for decades. It's what Al used to do. It's what we've seen other guys do. It's what John Gruden did. It has not worked. And so settling the books, you see Ziegler coming in and doing his best Reggie McKenzie impersonation and trying to clean up all of the dead cap space and get rid of all the contracts of guys who are no longer here. It's going to be a process. It's going to be an uncomfortable but a necessary process. So It is what it is. I may not like it. You may not like it, but it's what we got. 2024 is going to offer a completely different set of circumstances. So hopefully to God, we can make it through 2023 and see more winning than we did last season.
Yep.
I'm Robinson. He's Jones. This is the Unfiltered Truth. Please subscribe if you're looking for real information, not narratives, not spin, not sugarcoating or blowing smoke up your asses. This is the Unfiltered Truth. We tell you how it is, we tell you like it is.